Hello, YouTube. It's Miss Chronic Chronicles. I'm here with a little salad I made. My first mukbang. And Chitchat. Camera looks like it's over here. Let me see. I'm just gonna go with it, but yeah. First and foremost, if you're watching this video, it means the most recent uploaded video in May still. Today is the 29th of May. And I had a video up that I have to edit in the future and re-put up, or never at all. Either way, if you were privy to that premiere that was a couple of weeks ago, then you know that I have been recovering from surgery on my throat. I had a tonsillectomy, and basically I've been recovering. I had gotten a fall. That's what the scarring is. And so I'm not wearing any makeup. Our hair is up. I'm actually cleaning today, so I'm in my cleaning clothes. My son is at a water park right now, so I thought I would just come on here and have a little salad with you guys. How are you guys doing? I always make my salads really big, and then I'm like, first off, there's carrots, apples, nuts, really good vinaigrette, romaine lettuce, which I prefer other lettuce, and cheddar cheese. Very simple, but very yummy. I could add a lot more to it, but it's whatever. Anyway, I usually make big ass salads, and I'm like, how am I gonna finish this? But I do. So I had an epiphany last night through some very intense dreams that I need to get on here more often and share a bit of the normal me sometimes, you know, unscripted me. So the action is what I want, and the outcome is not really planned, which I'm fine with. So I have some major ideas, but no real agenda or schedule. But the frequency of my posts, not just YouTube, but Instagram and TikTok and all of the above, including Twitter, which I've been posting to more often, I'm going to be more candid is the best way to put it. Just come on, say hi. I wish I had feta cheese. It's not as good without feta cheese, but anyway. Yeah, I'm cleaning my house today. My son's at a water park. I had really strange dreams last night, which kind of prompted today to be like, we're gonna get in the zone. And I might take you guys along with that. I'll record later, you know. And in the comments below, type out your favorite salad, what you like to put on it. I want to know. What are you doing today, lovely people? I don't have the capacity to live stream from YouTube unless I set up my desktop or my laptop, which I will do in the future. But today is a very busy day. I have a lot of gardening to do too, which I plan to go do some recordings of that too. It's the dressing that makes this salad so good. So how many of you out there are following along for the Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell murder case with JJ and Tylee? I am seriously going to go live and chit chat about some of these cases that I've been following including the Colorado case of Barry Morphew. Because for me, a lot of people talk shit on Colorado and they're like, Colorado's full of murderers. Not so much. It goes in spurts. But spousal abuse and child killing is very, very free, like stepmoms and situations like that, like Letitia Stout. Those cases, my eyes have been open over the last year. During the pandemic, I was watching a lot of history content and period time content, like about corsets and things like that, researching other things, family history. And I kind of got deep into the true crime community. I don't ever expect this channel to be a true crime chitter chatter, but I may put some content out on my Rachel Raw Truth channel as a commentary. So watch for posts with that. But some of you guys subscribe to my channel are true crime creators, and I really appreciate all the content you guys put out there. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. I more so just want to like start a panel and chat about it. So if you're a friend or a subscriber or someone who makes content yourself, get at me on Instagram, please, at Miss Chronic Chronicles. Direct message me and let me know if you want to get together and be part of a panel. I have some other planned events very soon regarding spiritual chitter chatter. I have a few different friends who are making content and are going to be doing their own channels, so I kind of want to help support them. So check out the description below and it will reference some of the people that I'm referencing. There'll be a link tree that's associated with that, and you guys can go follow along with what they're doing. Most of my friends that are coming onto YouTube have no real experience with YouTube, so I'm kind of like the teacher of it. So some of you guys will learn some things when it comes to posting on YouTube in the future, because I'm going to be sharing a lot. This is such a big fort full of yummy. I'm telling you. I got a huge list to do today. Work on the garden. Do some painting in my bathroom because it needs to be done. And some furniture that I just repurposed, which I probably will show you guys that too soon. I have dishes. And this is the dishwasher right here. I don't have a dishwasher anymore because those things are not efficient. Most of the time, and am I wrong? You guys feel me on this? That dishwashers, you have to like babysit the dishwasher. I'm done with all that. I would like my dishes clean, and I know how to make them clean. And then I have some purging to do of some of my selling items because I sell on Mercari. Check out the description below. I will put a link below if you're interested in offloading some of your shiznick and making some side money. Well, you should totally be on Mercari. I actually completely deleted my eBay account because I was finding it was like costing more money than actually making it. When now, to date, 2 years into selling on Mercari, I've made $4,000. So, yay! It's paid a lot of bills. It was kind of nice because initially when the stimulus hit, I'd already been a year into selling. And, I mean, I had money already coming in from Mercari when the stimulus started hitting us. So it was kind of nice to know, like, hey, I already had side money coming in. But yes, it's been helpful to have stimulus money and purchase some of the items like a sander and a skill saw and a magical butter machine, some other things that have been really helpful because they paid for themselves with repurposing and having medicine and all that fun stuff. Now, in the last month, if you've been following along or seen my previous videos, because I had a tonsillectomy, I've really utilized edibles for almost 2 months now. We were like 7 weeks into it, where there hasn't been a day I don't use an edible. Now, most of them are store-bought, but I'm about to get really heavy on sharing with everybody on all of my socials. I mean, you name it, there. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I need to go and utilize LinkedIn again, but I haven't for a hot minute. But if you're interested or have any of those types of social media accounts, please go to my link tree below and check it out. Follow along. The Weed Tube, I haven't done much on there in probably 2 years. And on Cannabuzz, I haven't done too much on there in like 2 years. It's just been crazy. So I am crazy busy, let me tell you. I am growing again. If you want to follow along with that, definitely look on my Instagram, especially the Mary and Joe shows, where I'll be posting most of that kind of content. But things are moving. Things are coming along. It's just a slow-ass process of gathering and putting content out that means something to me. I'm so excited, like I said earlier, to announce that there will be some people on my podcast. My podcast was hacked. So aggravatingly. For 3 weeks, the Anchor people had to literally go in with their tech people and remove blocks from me. So somebody got into my podcast, blocked me from my own podcast. I didn't even know you could do that. Apparently you can. And then shadow banned and changed some shit up on there too. It was not cool. So once I finally got back into my account, which, like I said, took almost 3 weeks to get into, it was annoying because they had me like going every single day back into my account and checking if I had access to my library. Because basically in a podcast format, you basically have like a platform. You have a library where all your content's put after you make it. And then you have unlisted things. And then you have access to change the description. Well, I'd only been able to change the description. I wasn't able to access any of my library. And I wasn't able to create any new content. So it really frustrated me because that's since 2018 I've been making podcasts. And they've been sporadic. They've been, you know, from my gut of what content was important. But when I got hacked, I started a second podcast. So I was like, we're not going to fuck around with this shit because this is not a joke. Put too much time and effort into what I do and what I feel and what I need to be said, you know, publicly. So I can only say that it was just a mind fuck when I didn't have access to it. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna let that hold me down. Let's just go start a second one. So I started a second podcast for 2021 onward and upward if it needed to be, which I am still going to utilize, but I have some secretly plans on those. So, yeah, basically I'm like super excited because everything's now starting to come together. Just a matter of like cleaning my environment of negative people and places and things that I'm just not going to spend energy on anymore. It feels pretty damn liberating. And I'm happy to say that, you know, the person I am on YouTube now is not the person I was 10 years ago. But I'm excited to share all the things that have progressed in the last 10 years of being on this platform and the others that I mentioned. So good things are happening. Cheers. I like my flowers. Grew those. Let me take a break with that. This is lemonade, but this was lemonade. I've been on a lemonade kick so much. It's like as soon as it's summer, all I want is lemonade. But yeah. So yeah. I would roll a joint and hang out with you guys. I'm going to save the rest of my salad. I can't eat it all. It's filling. I thought I could eat it all. This is the moment. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, there'll be lots more that I'll be sharing. I'm working on a very large scale 2-acre garden. I'm renovating my house and we'll be sharing some of that with you guys. I keep telling you, but honestly, it's a fear factor for me. Like, I want to come on here and I want to like make lots of content, but then I'm worried people will judge me. And I'm like, you know what? Why the hell am I caring? Because deep down, I don't. You all are going to have your opinions, whatever they are. And I'm going to continue to live my life the way it needs to be, living it the right way. So, you know, unless you want to step in my shoes and do my life, I should not give 2 fucks. So I don't anymore. That's where I'm at. And, you know, the content that I put out, I have never been regretful for anything I've posted I've only been regretful for allowing some people into my life, into my psyche, into my space, into my safe space, to basically weaken the strength and the time that I have put into the content that I have done. It's very interesting when someone comes into your universe and you feel red flags and you ignore them. It's not healthy, let me just say. So, what I have realized over the last few months, especially when I had my accident at my house about 4 weeks ago, oh, let's see, 7 weeks ago. The first week of surgery, I had a fall and passed out, busted my face, broke my nose, a bunch of other stuff. And recovering from a tonsillectomy and not being able to speak for a solid 4 weeks and having the pain that I did and the bleeding and all the experiences of self-care and realizations where you cannot speak, you can only think. And having too much weakness, even though it was only my throat I was recovering from, it's kind of awoken me from some realities that I'm not allowing boundaries in my life from people who are negative. I don't allow that into the spaces that I live now. And it's funny how, like, the right kind of people have shown up in my life, and the negative people have shown their colors. It's like consistency is key when it comes to negativity. If a person's continually negative, they're negative people. But if you give them the benefit of the doubt and you think, oh, maybe they're just going through a transition, rude awakenings. That's what I'm going to say. So, most of you who are regular, loyal subscribers understand that I go through my moments. And most of you who I'm really close with and friends with in the real life and on the YouTubes know that I do the best I can with the time and effort and resources that I have. So, it's like, I realized, through the last few months, truthfully, through the last few months, that, like, I'm not ashamed of who I am. It's just that some people might not be their normal, may not understand, and instead of trying to convince anyone, I'm just going to share my reality. I don't have any desire to convince anyone of my way of being. If there's something that makes sense to you guys out there who are listeners, and are kind, loyal subscribers, then hopefully then it strikes a nerve and you go do better for yourself too. That's the way I look at it. And I honestly, it's rapport. When I have friends and I have family that have shown kindness and generosity and support in a transactional way. Like, nobody should be giving efforts to someone if they expect something back. I expect nothing from you guys. I appreciate you guys. And that's the best part being on this platform, is that it's like a little step into my life, but you don't control my life, viewers. You don't control my happiness. I do, and I always have. And that's something that I feel like kind of the pep talks that I want to do on here, Ask Rachel moments, where it's like, just come on, do a live stream and say, hey, how you doing? Have you ever experienced this? What's your points? That kind of a commentary style lives is what I do plan to do very soon. In regards to YouTube and some of these live streams. So, I probably won't come on with my picture sometimes at night, and sometimes I will. I will have some guests in the future because I already have it planned. Yeah, and actually I'm pretty excited about finally coming on YouTube and sharing some of my knowledge with astrology, which I'm pretty excited about. If you guys want your charts read and things like that, let me know. Direct message me on Instagram, and maybe you'll be featured on a future live stream. You have to be available for the live stream. You can't just like send me your birth information and all and expect me to read you and walk away. No, you would have to be open to me sharing some of the stuff on my actual YouTube. So, and then what else do I want to share? Because I don't want to give it all to you guys. It's a 20-minute long video so far, and I'm about to just post. So Yeah, I'm thinking about dyeing my hair again, too. I've actually been considering dyeing it pink again. I think that's a bad idea because I've worked so hard to get it blonde, but you know what? It's summertime. We might do this. The only good thing about the pandemic was you wore a mask, and if you had a funny hair color or like a busted lip or anything like that, people weren't really paying attention. But now we got our faces back because it's mostly public. Most of Colorado is not wearing masks. I on occasion do, only because like some places are dirtier than others, and I mean like in general dirtier than others. Like convenience stores are a pretty good example, I think, of dirty because you don't know where the fuck they came from. But then again, I'm not like some of the extremists out there that believe COVID's like affecting every place and facet. I mean, I just don't. I live in a small town, thankfully. It's pretty contained, but part of my reason for growing so many vegetables in the future and whatnot is because I want less of a dependency on a grocery store and more dependency on my garden. So, I'm like a solid 5 years now, been gardening in different aspects, indoor, outdoor, small, micro to urban style when I lived in California, which a lot of that's posted on this channel. And I kind of want to, like, you know, share the dynamics of how it's possible if you want to even just grow some tomatoes or grow some medicine trees, whatever you're planning. Future is my oyster is kind of how I look at it. So, yep, I know that was vague as hell and a strange mukbang. I'm full. But I kind of want some coffee. You think that's a good idea? Maybe. Yeah. So, we're going to post this strange-ass video, and I'll probably do a token talk in the future. I just didn't come prepared. I have like a one-hitter, but I don't really want to smoke that. I'd like to smoke a joint. So, in the future, maybe tonight, we'll see. My son should be spending the night out, but if he isn't, it's okay. We'll see what happens. But do go onto Instagram right now. Stop what you're doing. Yes, you. Pull over on the side of the road, wherever you're at. And go follow me on Instagram at 3 places. The Mary and Joe Show, my podcast, Instagram. Rachel Raw Truth, my personal. And I have so much content that's planned there very soon. And the best, Miss Chronicles. It doesn't have a whole lot of followers because I actually made that way later than this channel. But Rachel Raw Truth has basically been a mirrored image of YouTube the whole time. Is pretty much anything I post on YouTube, I also post it there. But it's more personal. A lot of my pregnancy when I was pregnant with my son is there. And just a bit more about me as a person is there. But Miss Chronicles will always be in a notification spot and where I'll do live streams in the future for this channel and so on and so forth. But if you like podcasts, if you like visual podcasts, definitely subscribe to my Miss Chronicles YouTube channel, which does exist on YouTube with like nothing on it. And go to Instagram and follow the Mary and Joe Show, so that the Mary and Joe Show YouTube is what I'm trying to say too. So there's 3 YouTubes. It's about to get insane. I just have been clearing my schedule with other stuff I wasn't paying attention to as much anymore. And that feels wonderful and very liberating finally to say, you know, things are moving. And it's weird because I got rid of one dramatic situation I didn't realize was so dramatic until it was over with. And then all these other opportunities started popping up, and it's like now just scheduling, which I'm super excited about. And I love it because the people that I'm going to be working with, they're all doing really powerful, really great things. And it's about helping people. So, you know, it's not about taking someone's money. It's not about pushing a product. It's about truthfully sharing knowledge and experiences. And that's what I'm about. So, yay for the excitement. Anyway, that's how it looks so good when I'm so full. Okay, until next time, have a great day wherever you're at. Subscribe, say hello in the comments, give this video a like, share with a friend if you know anyone who like it. And until next time, you have a good day, night, wherever you're at.